Hello, good afternoon, everyone. This is Baja Pips, and today is Tuesday, August 8th, 2023, 3:19 p.m. Eastern China Time. And today I'm going to be trading the Euro US dollar on the 1 minute chart. Also, going to be taking some trades on the possible trades on the London markets as well. The London Stock Exchange has actually opened up as well. So I'm going to just look at a couple pairs, just see what's going on. Meanwhile, the Euro USD is encountering a possible trend continuation, just recently broken out of its range. There was a little consolidation at London Open. It was about a 5 pip congestion, and we just broke out of that. So I would like to see a pullback, and I would possibly enter this trade. I'm going to just reduce this screen, and I'm going to add another one to the right. Let me take a look at Volkswagen just so I can see what's going on here. So I'm going to have a dual screen setup today. Just a moment. Fix my chart. There we go. Yeah, I want to take a look at Volkswagen as well. That Euro US dollar is a very nice possible trend down. Take a look at the Volkswagen 1 minute. We had a gap down. Tried to fill it. It failed. Had a little top formation. Bang, bang. A nice continuation pattern. I'm not really fully interested in Volkswagen just yet. I would like to see more of a pullback, and before I take a sell on that, but it is looking pretty bearish as well. I'm looking over at the Euro US dollar on the left hand side. Mark these up. I also want to take a look at LVMH. This is the other London session pair that I do trade, and see, we had a gap down. Price wants to possibly reverse to the downside, but there's not really that much going on in that pair. LVMH and Volkswagen and Euro US dollar is going to be what's my primary focus. I'm going to just go back to Euro USD so I can see how far away we are from that low. I did mark off some daily lows down below. Just a moment. I need a new recording software because every time I turn this recording software on, my platform does lag a bit, but we have about 6 to 10 pips southbound. So this is a possible trade scenario that I could trade. Everything is pretty much matching up my criteria. There's some magnet areas down below. So if we do have a false breakout north right now, I could possibly take a short. Not concerned about those lows at 715 just because there's other recent lows that are nearby as well. So I'm just going to just keep an eye out. There's no high impact news during this session. So I do have a pretty good clearance for my trades. And the most recent swing lows are about currently 6 pips away. I'm not going to short it just yet because I would like to see a deeper pullback after that nice thrust on down. I would need to see more of a pullback, solid pullback before getting into a short. I don't want to take any trades that might be false. And yeah, a 3 pip stop loss. So yeah, now if price can break below 1.09850, I'm going to look for a short. I'm going to get ready for that trade. It's all in real time, so everything is as I am saying it. I'm recording it. This is not pre-recorded. This is not hindsight. So just want to give you all that heads up. Beautiful pullback, by the way. I think I can get a nice at least 2 to 1 to those most recent lows, and then I'm going to aim for daily lows. So that's about 10 pips away. That should be a good. I have like a 3 to 4 pip stop loss. I should be able to hit that. Volkswagen's kind of congested. I don't really like this. I need to see more of a push down below on Volkswagen before I continue short. I'm going to be paying close attention to that Euro US dollar right now. Any moment now, we might get that drop down below the past 2 minute lows, and that's triggering me in. If we keep on rejecting and going back higher, I may not take a short. I can still short, by the way. It's not too deep of a pullback just yet. coming live from the office. So I'm currently in my office at home office, and yeah, just another day. Don't expect too much, but it has been moving pretty smooth all day. Very solid trends and breakaways the entire day. Look, take some trades soon. And yeah, you can see over to the right hand side, Volkswagen is not looking that clean. Exactly what I was saying, but I'm going to pay attention to Euro US dollar right now as I'm getting ready for a possible trade, possible entry right near that entry. Oh, look at that. Said this is not predictive. This is just me doing what I'm supposed to do, following my rules that I set in place. I back tested and forward tested everything that I'm doing. So I'm in this trade right now. I'm going to try to go for this 3.3. We're going to do like a 4.6 pip stop loss. Just keep that stop loss in the safe area, about 368, 1/3 of my account. 1R is going to be 4.3, 2R is going to be 8, 2.5 is going to be a little bit below at that low of the day. So this is trade number 1 of the day. Y'all can see that. I'm going to blow it up and expand it so you can see and how that is in comparison to the entirety of the market. Just want to break this down. Nothing going on in Volkswagen right now, so I don't really have my focus on that. But yeah, we have some lows like these I call magnet areas from like this low all the way through. I believe all of these can get hit at once. Usually when there's stop borders like in the same area or similar, not too far apart, it could be on any time frame. But price does tend to be attracted towards the farthest stop if they're all together in one, like a domino effect. So I call that my magnet area. It may not work, and if so, we might be encountering a reversal or some choppiness or range. So that's why I have my stop where it's at right now, a little bit above the most recent swing highs. So if it does hit my stop, maybe we might be drifting sideways, or we could be going into a consolidation. It could be reversing, but I don't want to hold the trade through that type of scenario. I'd rather just be out. And yeah, I love the setup. If it works, cool. If it doesn't, it's all right. It's just one loss. Yeah, I'm aiming for daily lows, maybe even just a tad bit below, like a pip or two below the daily lows. And yeah, this is my setup, y'all. You can see in real time it play out. It's just another day. I do this all the time, so not really shaking out, not scared. Just gonna follow through, see what's up. Looks like we're experiencing a possible reversal on Volkswagen. I'm gonna come back to that pair. I'm gonna look at LVMH. Same thing happening here. They're London Stock Exchange pairs, so they tend to move similar, but not exactly alike. Volkswagen is still in the automotive industry, and Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy is still a luxury brand. So they're in different sectors, but you can see that this failed to break lower, so we are testing these most recent highs. I'm gonna just mark off the significant highs right now so you can see. So yeah, if we break 815.87 on LVMH and we have a nice pullback continuation, I might go long on that pair, but I'm gonna come back to that later. That compared to Volkswagen, I would say Volkswagen is probably the more favorable setup because we already had a fake out to the downside. So we had false lows that were taken out. And I like Volkswagen a little bit better today just because on top of the gap down, we had a possible continuation. And now we're back inside of that older range. And that to me is signaling that there's a potential move. But I wouldn't buy it anytime right now before 117.75 is actually taken out with enough magnitude. What I mean by magnitude is, look at that euro, right? What I mean by magnitude is that you see this range. It's just a little mini range, nothing big, but I like to see it break maybe like 3 pips higher or 3 points higher. So right around 118.06 is probably where I'm going to be looking to look for a possible entry. But until then, I'm going to just sit on my hands and just monitor that pair. So I picked my favorite one out of the two. LVMH, I'm going to leave alone today. This pair right here, I'm going to move this, I'm going to trail this stop loss real soon. There's no need for me to continue to hold and hope. So we follow through with new lows, no 5-minute lows, then I'm going to trail my stop close to break even on Euro USD. So let's see if we continue to get that follow through. There's a strong push on the downside on Euro, so I do like what I'm seeing. So far, we're up almost 1R within a couple of minutes, so that's awesome to see. I'm going to trail this right now. So you can see that I'm getting closer to risk-free, but I don't want to be too fearful. Sometimes price could come back to retest that most recent 10-minute low. Those of you that don't know what that is, look all the way over here at this bar, particularly. I'm using the trackpad. Around 10:21, we have 10-minute lows. So I need to see the thrust a little bit further. Right now, we are pretty much there. So I'm going to bring this down slightly over break even, maybe even just right here. Just so I can still, yes, now I'm going to bring this down, trail this aggressively, more aggressively. As we're getting closer to that 2.5R target, more aggressively. Beautiful, right? In real time, y'all see that, right? We'll look to close this one on out. Real shortly. Beautiful, right? Exactly to the T. So this is 2R. We're at daily lows. So anything that starts to move back against me, I'm going to close out. But I'm currently up by 2R right in front of you in real time. I want to go for 2.5R. So let's see if I can get that. Now I'm going to close out. I have my MT4 on my phone as well, so I have the button a little bit faster. I'm using my phone to close out, but because I'm recording and this software slows my computer down. Beautiful, right? Close. Okay, just about 2.5R right there, right in front of you. So you were able to see that. Collected 640 USD. I was risking about 300 and some change. About 640, but minus the it's usually 665, but I had to give back commission. So about 2.3R is what I just collected on that trade. I'm going to show y'all right now in real time, so you can actually see I do this every day. I do the same thing. We hit those lows, and we penetrated perfectly. I don't know exactly what's going to happen now, but I would like to see a stronger thrust towards the downside. Now, I could have expanded this. I did see the acceleration in the trade. I could have trimmed my stop at 1.09775 right above these this bar, and I could continue to go for 3R, 4R, and some change. But I was just a little bit, I'm satisfied with my profits. That's perfect to me. It's daily lows. I don't want to push it. Maybe over time I'll have more experience in that, but that's just the extent of my knowledge. That's just what I was able to take from the markets in front of you in real time. Like everything that I'm doing is real. In just a moment, I'll actually show you my account history so you can see the trades I took yesterday. I posted that on my Twitter, and the trade I took today just now in real time. I started recording from up here. It's not a surprise to me. It's just every day I do the same thing. And those non-believers, you're just delusional at this point. Follow me, y'all. Like, I does this. You feel me? Like, this is like really me. And I actually do trade, and I do this every single day. I've been recording for I've been recording for years, but I've been recording the 1-minute chart for over 1 year now. And I document everything, y'all. Like, I show y'all everything. And I just don't know. Some people just don't want to believe, but it's okay because I believe in myself, and I do this all the time. It's second nature to me. I have to do this for a living. So this is my actual, life, But yeah, going down here, the market moved about 17 pips south. From that range, like I said, London Open happened right around 10 o'clock time. So right around this bar was London Open. And a few minutes before that, actually, German session dropped down into London Open, and then we popped in. Right now, we could have a trend continuation south, but I don't like taking this because, like I said, we don't have enough thrust to the downside. And right now, I need to see enough magnitude drive price on down. So, like, we did have a nice drive down, but we've been ranging and trending. We've been trending within ranges. So, if you do look back, I have the chart shift on. So, if you do look back to the left, you see that we did hit some highs of the day. And what happened after we hit the highs of the day? Price kind of consolidated, and then it dropped down around 9:30. So I expect the same thing to happen right now. We're hitting lows of the day. We could get lower, but I need to see price move probably like 10 to 15 pips lower, because magnitude is important to me. And if it's not strong enough of a thrust on down, I don't want to take this short. So I know it could possibly be a trend continuation sell. And if I did still hold that previous trade, I would still be in this. But as of right now, I don't want to take that because I just don't know. And so I'm going to leave it alone just for y'all just to see. It's moving on down still. So I would have hit my 2.5R, possibly even a 3R target. But I want to just stay safe. Safety first, don't be too greedy. Also, don't be too fearful. And also have a rule for everything you do. So me on a rule basis, I got out exactly as planned. So whatever happens now, I need to create a new plan. And my new plan, like I said, is to wait for price to thrust on down. Now I'm going to get back to the Volkswagen chart on the far right to see if it's doing that. It is breaking out, but it has not hit that 3 pip high. It needs to move. It needs to move at least 3 pips so I can really see it's a real breakout before a pullback. So 118.07 is still what I'm looking at. I'm going to do a 200 lot. Let me do a 120 lot on this because the shares are different on Volkswagen, so it's not the same type of risk if I do 8 standards. So I'm still watching. We could possibly have a break on Volkswagen as well. I'm still up 2.5R on the day. And I'm very satisfied already, but lost connection for a moment. There we go. I'm going to keep trading. So that move happened within 15 minutes. And it didn't even took half the time of my recording to close out in front of y'all. And in real time, you're starting to see how price is consolidating. I'm going to get my crosshair ready to Euro US dollar, so pay attention to the left. You can see how it is congesting around that blue line that I took my profit around. And yeah, we're going to see what happens because me personally, I believe it's currently, now we're in a little congestion, we're in a little range, and I believe it might start to reverse. But I need to see the highs. I'm going to put it right here. I need to see the highs of probably 1.09838 taken out before I look for a possible reversal back into the daily range. I'm going to look for a bottom formation. So I'm going to take a look at that. Volkswagen is kind of, it's doing as I expect, but it's slowing down. So I'm not really too bullish on that at the moment. LVMH now, it's doing something similar. It did gap down, and we are within that range. So it is forming that nice bottom formation to move higher, but it's doing the same thing as Volkswagen. Like I said, I just pick one of the two because I don't want to overcomplicate things. I just rather just pick one of the two. Yeah, I'll stick with Volkswagen today. We're just going to take a look at this. Yeah, it's been 15 minutes, y'all. I could have a 15-minute session, but I'm going to keep trading because I know that there's more moves that could unfold. And I've been closing my sessions, ending my sessions pretty early for the past couple weeks. I just had a hectic schedule. I've been readjusting, changing up my routine a little bit. So yeah, just wait on it. See what I mean? On the right side, Volkswagen is kind of not meeting those expectations fully. So I want to see follow through. Drinking my little tea. I stopped drinking coffee. A little too much caffeine and it's too jittery. I'd rather drink some tea, more calming, and it's a little healthier anyways. Coffee can be a little messy. Might want to be jumping into trades when you shouldn't. You got that little cranked up feeling drinking coffee. I don't really like that. I look forward to trading every day, y'all. For those of you that actually watch my videos, you can actually see I do this every day. I I trade Monday through Friday. Saturday, Sundays are my days off. I still do my breakdowns on Monday mornings because I'm in China, so it's still Sunday till lunchtime over here. And I trade every day. Every day I trade. Some days I don't trade because there's no setups. Some days I trade for 15, 20, 30 minutes. Some days I trade for up to 2 hours. It all depends on what the market gives, but I give myself that 2 hour space every day just in case. But I do have a limit of 2 hours. So my work day is about 2 hours a day. It used to be 15 hours, 20 hours. I used to be studying, grinding out on the charts. Like literally, like I may not be on the charts for 20 hours straight, but like I'm following up for 20 hours straight. So I don't even go to sleep until like the last 4 hours of the day, which is like 3 a.m. I used to live in LA at the time, and I was putting together my system. And I came a long way, by the way. This journey has been a long journey. But yeah, I was in LA, and this was 5, 6 years ago. And I was profitable when I was in Arizona. That was prior to LA. I was in Arizona for about 4 years, went to college out there. But I was profitable. I had a system, but it was swing trading and it wasn't as stable. So what would happen is I would be profitable for like 3, 4 months, and then the rest, for like 2, 3 months unprofitable. And during those unprofitable periods, because my risk was too high, I would basically give a lot of the money back. So at the end of the year, I'd have like an annual net of like 200% or less instead of trying to, it's still not bad, like I said, but it wasn't as stable. I didn't feel comfortable. And so I spent a lot of time revamping, refining my system. That's what you're seeing now, just a lot of refinement. Right now, we are in a range on Euro US dollar. I'm going to mark these lows off. Don't like them. And now, personally, I need to see these highs taken on out. Absolutely. 1.09825. So we're going to be stuck in that range until we see something happen. It could continue lower, but I need to see a significant break lower. 9 pips. Yeah, if we can get like a 5 pip break lower, so somewhere down below here, I'm gonna be willing to trading my alert. All right, and yeah, I wanted to show y'all the history because I always share my progress. I don't have to hide anything. Um, and yeah, y'all can see I always start new challenges. By the way, I start new deposits all the time because I'm working on refining my system. Therefore, I don't want to trade the same way on the same account size and deposits and everything. I want to start fresh if I have a new rule that I add. That's just a little, side note. So, hey, if this week I have, like last week was a great week, the week before was a great week, why not continue on the same account? Because I like to have, if I find a new modification I can add to my strategy. Oh, this might be going down, by the way. Volkswagen. This is a nice stuff. But yeah, if I find I'm a little distracted right now because I see a nice potential short. Just a minute. I'll break it down in just a minute. You know what? It's not the greatest. I need 4 pips for the lows, and we could reach those lows. It's a nice top formation. I just if I take this short right now in front of y'all, screw with my psychology. No, I know it's a nice potential. I'm getting ready for a short. Volkswagen, we might be in for a sell. I'm gonna aim for daily lows, but it's not a clean 2 to 1, so that's why I don't fully like it. I'm gonna be looking at like 2.4 pips. I can only get like I need at least 5 pips, and I'm getting 6.5, so we could possibly take that sell. But to me, it's not that great. You understand? I need more validity. I need more. So I'm gonna let this move pass on by. But I just wanted to show y'all the history. I'm gonna leave that one alone. There's a deposit. First trades I took. Everything is documented, by the way, on my Twitter feed. I had CAD JPYs. I had some swings on that. That's swing trading. Day trading wise, you can see everything play out. And then that was the last trade. So currently up 2%. And I started this account on the 3rd. Took my first trade on the 3rd. So today's the 8th. It's been about 5 days, less than a week. I like this sell setup, but just give me a moment. I'm back. Just have to take a quick break. So yeah, I mean, it's looking okay. It's not really the cleanest, like I said. If you look to the far right now, you can see exactly what I was saying. Chart orientation. Yeah, it's not exactly there. You see that? This would have been a danger zone, like I said. Just a little red flag. Now we could pop down still. Got like 2. Now you have like 4 pips. I do believe this could possibly go down, but if it's not the greatest setup, I just don't want to take it. It's just, to me, not worth it. I need to see more. It should have moved up more before it did this. And to me, it's just, it could go, but if I don't like the setup, I'm not going to take it. It's conflicting, and I'd rather just leave it alone. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. By the way, I called USD CHF shorts earlier, but it made a huge fake out to the downside, and I'm just a little concerned about that because it's real close to my stop loss, unfortunately. I only risked 1R, so I'm still up on the day total, but it does look a little bit off to me. I'll show y'all that actually. Being transparent and all. This is my only other trade, by the way. See this. Crazy, right? It barely missed my stop. And I had that there because this trade got triggered like a couple hours ago, by the way. But yeah, I had that there because I was just like, on the 4-hour we had a setup. So I can show that actually. Time frames. The 4-hour there was a setup. And it was supposed to go down. But if this stopped, this could be a false break. Like I said, I don't know what's going on right now. It triggered me, and then it literally immediately, as soon as I was in the money by a little bit, popped on back up. So it's giving me whipsaw-ish conditions. If it does not continue down, I'm going to be done with that trade, unfortunately. So that's just something I just want to put a side note on. I'm still in the trade, but for some reason it's not looking too promising. I don't like the way that just happened. Like I said, it just immediately just hit daily lows and reverse to the upside. And right now we could have a nice breakout north, and that is not good on that pair. I don't really know. Just to me, it looked promising. Show y'all one more time. And it's not that big of a loss. Like I just won 640, and then this is only 350. So I want to show y'all I'm still up on the day. But this is a swing trade, by the way. This isn't even a day trade. So this is a day trading video, but swing trades can be, iffy. Yeah, I had an RT, had a top formation on this pair, and price was supposed to go down according to my strategy. We did hit these lows, and yeah, everything looked pretty solid to me, but it just does not look like it wants to go down, and that can happen sometimes. You might get a reversal, and in this case, I want to mark this one on and off. Horizontal line, where are you? There we go. I want to draw a horizontal line at these highs because now we're congested in a range. This is exactly what I did not want to see, but unfortunately, these recent lows around 0.8696 is what I'm sitting on right now. And yeah, so just a little concerned about that trade. Not looking so great, but hey, we'll see in just a moment if we have a nice fake out, breakout, and that point, we're going to be still in a range, so I'm not taking anything. Probably look back at this tomorrow. But we have a long way up as well, so this is just the no man's land. I'll leave that alone. I didn't really find that any good trades anyways. We were looking at AUD CAD. Show you that. I had a setup in that yesterday, but I canceled it this morning. It was a bullish one, and you can see that it invalidated that as well. So a lot of setups were just not there this week. I looked across the board at a lot of trades in the market. CAD I closed out on that. I showed you guys that. Yeah, it continued going up after I closed out, but I did collect 3R on that. Yeah, I'm going to go back to the pairs that I'm trading this session, which is day trading. That's why I like day trading, because unlike swing trading where conditions could be nothing for a while, it could be nothing just for like an hour or two, and then like right now this is giving off nothing after my target was hit. This entire time I've been talking. So if it continues to give off nothing in the next 5 to 10 minutes, I'm going to be done for the day. But yeah, a pair like this, even Volkswagen giving off nothing. You see, I did not take that short. Like I said, there was not enough space to the downside for me to really take the setup. So I skipped it and I saved myself 1R. So, there's rules behind everything I do. And that's how you create a trading system. You got to have rules behind everything. For every condition, trending, reversal, stop outs, profits hit, ranging, chop. Because even when your profit is hit, you still have to have a what do I do next? Profits hit, what do I do next? Oh, it broke out of a range. What do I do next? Oh, and what you have to define what a range is. What is a range? For me, a range is 3 or more waves of equal size. What is a wave? So all of this has to be defined in your own terms, which is why it takes so long to create a trading system. Yes, it's extremely tedious, but it's essential. See that sell that I highlighted several minutes ago? It wouldn't have worked out. Stop loss would have been hit. Give me all that little taste. And yeah, if I'm uncertain, I only take trades if I have a condition where I'm certain of, where I'm like, oh yeah, this has got to work. Right now, it's still not even. It looks like a sell setup back to the downside, but I wouldn't trust it. Also a buy. It's too sloppy. Yeah, this is the markets for the day. At least Euro USD every day, like I said, it gives off potential trades. Even when other pairs aren't moving, the Euro USD is the most liquid currency pair. Therefore, a lot of things do happen throughout the day on this pair. I love it. I love day trading because it does supplement the swing trades as well. Like I was able to collect 2.5R just about, in this session, which has been going on for about half an hour, this whole recording. And that only took me a few minutes. And that made my day net positive. So even the one swing trade that I only have one swing trade open right now, the USD CHF, even if that hits stop, I'm still up on the day. And that's one trade. That means that swing trade is not working. I don't enter no more swing trades until the next day. So that's all I was able to find. And everything else was looking kind of odd. And this is just fitting the narrative that, maybe in the Forex market, we could be in that little odd swing trading week where things aren't really moving. And that's normal as well. That can happen. When you're looking at the 4-hour chart, there's going to be areas where there's nothingness, and that could last from days to weeks. Usually it's over after like a week or a few days, but maybe in the middle of the week, we might have some setups. But if it's a loss, it's 1R, and I risk the same amount on that trade as I do on these trades. So yesterday I had a winning day. I can show you all that history. I'm going to pull it up in real time. Yesterday, okay, had a winning day. This was a mistake I made. I entered a sell too soon and I closed it out right away. So obviously they took money from me either way. I wasn't waiting for break even. Once you make a mistake, close it immediately. Don't hope. But yeah, I made 2R yesterday. Here's another day. 2.5, 2.4R, give or take. And yeah, that's 4.4R in a matter of 2 days. Actually, 24 hours, because this was taken at the same. This was actually taken U.S. session, so it's been less than 24 hours. This was taken yesterday, U.S. session, and we can see what's happening right now. And these 2 days alone, they made way more for me than one loss. So if I'm up 4.4R in 2 days and I lose 1R, I'm still up 3.4R. So I just want to give y'all the realities of following a sound system with a solid risk to reward plan. Once everything is interconnected, it's like a Formula One race car. If one of the components of your system don't work, then more than likely you're going to have a failing system. So you need to have everything intact. You got to have a rule behind everything you do, and you have to follow through with that, which is why it's so difficult to be consistently profitable in trading. It's tough. It's not going to be easy, and you have to account for those losses. So you don't want to risk heavy on every trade. What I see on social media a lot is there's a lot of these false prophets. There's traders out there, right? And what they'll actually do is they will trade 10% per trade, 5% per trade. Why? If you lose one trade, you're down 10%. If you win one trade, so they're just going. Their equity curve is like crazy. It's like a roller coaster. It's like this trend. It might be going. Look at this uptrend. This is the trader's equity curve. It goes up, 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 up. Crazy moves, right? It's not smooth, and then down, down, because they're risking 10% trade. So they might show you what they want to show you online, but there's a lot happening offline that affects their overall success. And that's detrimental because, like I said, they only want to show you their winners. And then when the account is down by like 20-30% drawdown, then they reset. Say, oh, I'm gonna make a new deposit. Oh, I withdrew that. Everything is crazy online, which is why I don't follow that stuff. I only stick to the real. I do what I got to do, and I get out. Now, Volkswagen, I don't want to day trade this today. For some reason, it's not going anywhere, and because of that, it's just sideways. And I do believe it's going to be like this for the remainder of the day. Now I have to wait for the highs of 117.94 to be taken out before anything, and we're congested, where there's a lot of chop. This is what I mean by no man's land, that sell, where would have been a stop out, and then we don't have anything neither. The momentum of the down wave has stopped. Same with the up. So the ups and downs are matching. And look at this. My general rule, 3 or more waves of similar size fits that picture. We have, this wave right here, which was about 6 pips. Then we have this one about 4 pips, 4.5. And then we had another up wave, which was about 4.5 pips. So up, down, up, and it failed to do anything. And it's been an hour since it's been open. I don't like trading pairs that's been consolidating for the first hour. If it's a stock, I leave it alone. And I want to go to LVMH just to show y'all the picture of that as well. See LVMH as well. Nothing, a false breakout. Like I said, I need a magnitude on top of that. So the magnitude was not strong enough for me to even consider a buy. And it kept on drifting on up, nothing good. And then we reverse. Now we have a possible sell to the downside on LVMH. That's the good thing about that pair. So we could possibly be hitting all these lows and hitting back to lows of the day. That is a very likely trade to take. But because we are near, I don't know, to me, it's been the first hour. It could move. It could, absolutely. But I don't have a valid pullback yet. Nothing. Nothing is happening on this. Same with Volkswagen. I'm going to leave these alone. That's it for the day from me. I'm just going to chop it up, just a little bit more talking. And then, if something does happen on Euro USD, I'm willing to execute still. It's still possible. Euro is a little different. We're currently in that range. Like I said, I call it no man's land. But yeah, it's a 10 pip range. Breakout, like 5 pips, like 3 to 5 pips north, pull back, and show a nice continuation. I might take a trade, but we do need to take these highs out as well. So I need to see a significant pop. So the highs of a little above 1.0986. I need to see that taken out before I look for a long. And yeah, this is kind of slowing down as well. I did have a great trade. It's a very solid session. German session had some couple solid moves. London session had that solid move. Probably going to wrap it up soon because I've been trading for about 40 minutes and I only found one move in the 40 minutes. So it's telling me that we might be encountering a slowdown period. But yeah, I just want to chop it up a little bit more with y'all that are listening, just give y'all some valuable notes to take. But yeah, you'll see certain traders and, they'll only post their winners. They don't post their losers. They don't explain why exactly they lost. And they don't have a valid trading plan. They risk heavy amounts per trade. They might tell you to risk 1 to 2% per trade, but they're risking like 10, 20, or sometimes even more. And like I said, all it takes is a couple losses. They'll take the astronomical wins, but they're not considering it all out of the next 100 trades. And unless you're like really, really, really seasoned, professional, really good trader, like you've been doing this for a while, you're going to encounter losses. They will come around, maybe even a couple at a time. You might even have a losing streak of 5 or more. Gotta be ready for that. I won, I lost. This CAD, USD CHF might be my first loss of the week. But other than that, I won all my trades this week. And it's right here to show y'all one more time. Since the 4th, so the 4th was one loss and that was made back quick. I only had 2 losses so far. This was closed out manually by me by mistake. And yeah, everything else was a win. So you can see 2 losses and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins, 2 losses. So about 66% win rate. And that's good. But you see, it's still only 66%. And I'm being real. But it's all good because if every loss is like every loss is 1R, the same amount for every loss. And every win is like 2 to 3 times that. It multiplies. So you can have a 66% win rate. But if on average I'm taking home 2R, some trades are 1R, some trades are 3 or 4, but on average it's 2R. That 66 win rate, I'm up 12R and I lost 2R, so I'm up net profitable of 10R, which is still awesome. So you got to do the math and realize you don't have to win every trade, but as you get better over time, you're going to win more, which is going to bring up your P&L a lot more. And you're going to be more comfortable doing this because you're like, oh, one loss is just the same as the other loss. It's not detrimental to your success. So take it slow, 1% max per trade. I don't even risk that. You see, I risk 1/3 of a percent because I don't need to. If I risk 1%, I would be up like 10 or so. But 1% max. Take your time. Don't rush it. You understand what I'm saying? And that is all, folks. You can see it's 4:15 p.m. currently China time, and it's been an hour and 15 minutes. I've been actively watching the London Open until now. I've been trading for about 45-ish minutes, and there's been nothing else happening. You can see Euro USD. You can see the Volkswagen. Volkswagen did end up dropping eventually, but we are in that little range. And I'm going to look at LVMH one last time. That actually did drop too. It looks like that could have been a possible nice sell. But if I don't like something, I won't take it. And yeah, this could have been more profits bagged in a day. But yeah, like I said, it was just a little iffy. There was not a solid pullback at all in LVMH until just recently. And yeah, this I would have actually sat out. I wouldn't have taken any entries, but it is good to see. Maybe in the forthcoming weeks, I'll take a nice trade. Volkswagen, also, it didn't really set up as I would like it to have set up. Ideally, I need to see a pullback on a couple bars. If it's a 1 bar pullback, I don't really like it. There was a nice trade right around here, around 8, around 11:11. Make a wish, but yeah, there was a trade. Could possibly take that short, but it's been chopping around all day. I haven't seen anything valid in the first hour. I'm not gonna take a trade. Like I said, it's a stock. It moves different from Forex. It's only open for the duration of the day until midnight over here. So that's it for today. Y'all have a great day, and I'm glad you were able to see my one trade, one win in under an hour, and it moved to the T, and now it's moving sideways. So y'all have a great day, and good luck trading. Follow up, take note, and peace.